McIntyre, the kings of the ring. Dropkick the Commute, we're just getting started still. Mufussy and McIntyre.
Hello everybody, welcome to Dropkick the Commute.
Fuck was that?
Oh, the only podcast on the planet. Features two white dudes talking about wrestling with one of them in a car. Today, what are we talking about?
I'm gonna see The Rock on Friday. I'm gonna see The Rock on Friday.
We're not talking about that. It's not about you.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually here to talk about Bad Blood.
Bad Blood reactions. I will bring up me real quick. I once again retained the DTC Intercontinental based on a tie.
Wait, oh, it was a tie?
It was a tie. You guessed Cody and the Roman Reigns, and I guessed the Bloodline, but I guessed Liv Morgan, and you guessed Rhea Ripley.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep. It was once again a tie.
You know, I feel like I really got scammed, though, because you were supposed to technically mail it to me. But we're not going to talk about that, are we?
No,
we're not
we
going
don't
to talk
need to.
about
We don't need to.
We're not going to talk about Intercontinental Gate. God, get the hashtag trending, guys.
Oh my God. Let's talk about Bad Blood, Galeer.
I'm sorry, also, you can talk about SmackDown. I wasn't trying to be a douchebag.
Oh no, I'm just saying The Rock came back at Bad Blood, and I'm gonna see him on Friday because I'm going to SmackDown.
What if he doesn't show
hopefully,
up?
Dude, if he doesn't show up, I'm gonna be so fucking angry.
Yeah.
I want to see The Rock. I want to see Cody Rhodes. I want to see Roman Reigns.
All right. Well, we can take bets.
I want to see Kevin
We
Owens.
don't have to bet on. We don't have to bet on The Rock showing up, but can we bet on Cody Rhodes looking like a cuck on SmackDown once again?
Oh my God, yes.
I think that's just kind of where we're at.
He's gonna come out. We're all gonna go, whoa, and then he's gonna be, The Rock came back.
The Rock came back, and anyways, Bad
that's-
Blood was not the sleeper hit that you imagined, but
No.
still a good pay-per-view
Yes.
nonetheless.
Some people are
I
calling
mean, it was a hit. It was, but I didn't personally from the beginning. I never went into it being like, this is gonna be like a hidden. Like I knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a great show.
I thought CM Punk and Drew was gonna go hard, but I didn't think it was gonna go.
Cybertruck! Sorry, there's a Cybertruck. Sorry, I gotta yell whenever I see one. It's like punch buggies.
Oh my!
Do you know how many? You know how many of those I've been seeing around here?
You just yell a visceral scream when there's a Cybertruck.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways.
I knew CM Punk and Drew was gonna go hard, but I didn't think it was gonna go as hard as it did. Holy fucking shit! Match of the night, number one. Number two, this match fucking cooked. And if there are people still saying, which there are, oh, Fragile Phil can't wrestle, shut the fuck up. Watch this match, bro. This went so hard.
Yeah, I don't even think it was a matter of like one of them can't hang with the other.
Right.
They just both. This would have been the match for Punk to get injured, honestly, and you know he came out of it on. I would say considerably unscathed.
Unless he comes out tonight and goes, "Hey, I tore
I got some bad. I tried my tricep."
Yeah, right.
Oh no, this was so good. I didn't think I knew they were gonna bleed, but man.
Oh my God.
When's the last time WWE did a Crimson Mask? Like a true as can be. Crimson Mask.
Cannot even remember. Like
I would say at like 20 years.
Yeah.
Intentional or not.
Like Cody bled in that I Quit match with AJ Styles, but he did not bleed this much. Oh, and
no, this was
when Cody faced Brock. I mean, Brock's face was kind of that shit. Yeah. That shit gushed, but it was not near like Drew was bleeding to the point where it was like squirting out of his head, bro.
You could literally see it like fully like flowing.
Yeah.
And this was probably the most blood we've seen in some time in a WWE match. And presumably it was unintentional because apparently that, well, I mean, you saw the toolbox.
Yep.
You saw Drew get hit in the face with the toolbox. And that's what did it.
Yeah.
And he legit had to get, like, stitches and
yeah.
Get that. But, like, also, I don't think I've ever seen Drew bleed in a match, which was kind of cool to see him, like, tap into that hardcore side.
They both fucking put their bodies on the line here, and the shit was, like, insane.
This should have been the main event.
Yeah. It should have.
But you know, we got some politics going on backstage.
Yeah.
We got our answer on why it wasn't the main event.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was very, very pleased with how this went. I just didn't. It surpassed my expectations.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of cool little things. There was the table with the legs. Was that supposed to happen, or do you think they ran with that?
I don't know. I wonder if they ran with it, because if they ran with it, they did a damn good job at it. It seemed like it wasn't intentional, but then they played it off as it, you know, being intentional.
Yeah.
CM Punk took those legs on that table, almost fucking stabbed Drew in the throat.
He went ham.
With that fucking, there was like a little piece sticking out on the end, and he brought that shit down hard. Also, this match was just long. Like,
yeah, it was like I don't know, 30 minutes.
31 minutes. Okay.
Whoa.
So including entrances. All right.
Oh. All right.
Well, including entrances, it was like 40 minutes, but yeah, 31
long.
minutes of fucking
Long
carnage. The pacing was really good. They had a crazy like stare down at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like they were just looking at each other, ready to fucking murder each other. We had a really good spot with the beads. Drew brought out a bag and he dumped it on CM Punk. All the beads came out.
I thought it was gonna be tags.
I thought so too.
But we're not going that hard. So the beads were good. They're a nice touch.
Beads were a nice touch. And then right after he dumped them all on CM Punk, he went to do a Claymore and took probably the craziest bump I have ever seen Drew McIntyre take.
Oh, dude. Right up there, too, with the swerve cinder block.
Yeah.
Just right on the lower back.
Dude.
Just...
He fucking goes to do the Claymore. CM Punk moves out of the way, and he hits his lower back on the staircase that was in the ring, and I fucking cringed. Yeah. I was like, oh my god. Crazy table bump outside of the ring as well, like in between the cell.
Yeah, that thing exploded.
Yeah, Drew did like a suplex off the turnbuckle. They both flew onto the table, and that shit blew up. It was insane. It was carnage the entire time, and you know, it worked, dude. This match was incredible.
Yeah, now these men will never be the same ever again. This was just so good.
Yeah,
I loved it. Again, match of the night. And I feel like it was a good. I wanted to point out too that I feel like the whole opening to the show was good. A lot of people, like I mean, like the cold open thing they did with the Cody Rhodes and Metro Boomin doing the stakeout.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, "This is cringe." Like, I think I see where they're coming from, but I think if you just look at it in the context of like, I don't know. It's just fun. It's just supposed to be fun. It's not like
Right.
You're not supposed to watch that and take that seriously. You're not supposed to like see Triple H like coming out and handing him the documents, and then he's doing a stakeout with a fucking rapper producer,
Right.
or whatever. Like, it's not like the point of it is not to be like serious. It's very self-aware that it's just cool, and like I thought they did nice touch on it with like there's like a secret person like taking photos of him and there's snap 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 and all that shit.
The part when Triple H yelled, he's like, what other Metro is there? And he like looks around and he's like, shit.
Oh yeah, I like the bit where everyone's like he knows who Metro Boomin is.
Yeah.
Nah, this was.
Yeah, it was great.
Nice touch. It was a nice opening of the pay-per-view, and like, and again, this is a great match to open it up, but it should have been the main event.
It should have. I agree. And honestly, for me, I know you liked the other matches, but it really made the other matches drag on for me until the end. I thought, and I think having that build until Hell in a Cell would have been nicer. Like, The Rock could have came back. You don't have to end the show with The Rock. I get why you're going to, and it sets up Friday, but like, you don't have to. He could have come out earlier, and then they go to the next segment.
I think just swap the two matches, it would have been fine.
Yeah. The other thing, so Punk got the dub here by dumping the beads into Drew's mouth and then giving him a nice old GTS pinning
on the chain.
On the chain, yeah, at plus 10 strength, as you said last week. Plus 10 strength with the chain, and takes Drew out, pins him, gets the dub. He crawls out of the cage, slams the door shut, and he gets the good old MJF treatment. They give him an oxygen mask, and he's like, I gotta call my wife. He gets up and goes backstage, and it was so crazy, man. So crazy.
Did you see that Punk made that girl a bracelet?
Yeah, I did see that, which is really nice. Yeah, she got a nice Bad Blood bracelet. It's interesting because we had that whole situation where they were going to sell the bracelet and no credit to her or anything, and it was like, well, what the fuck? She wasn't looking for anything out of it. She just was like, oh, it would have been nice, if they mentioned, which I agree with.
Reached out to you.
Yeah, but they did end up getting her tickets to a show, I guess, as well. And then Punk just gave her this bracelet.
At Bad Blood.
Well, yeah, but they got her tickets to a different show too, which I read. I think she said as like an apology afterwards. So they got her tickets to a different show, and then Punk just gave her the Bad Blood bracelet, which makes up for it.
What was next? Was it Nia Jax?
Yeah, next up we had Nia Jax versus Bayley. We had some fun new stuff from Nia Jax. She attempted a Hurricane Rana, which was nice. Bayley was kind of late on the cell, so it looked kind of iffy, but I don't know. To me, this was kind of the same as their SummerSlam match, where like...
Yeah, I think a little bit. I would say I like them both in different ways. I actually would think they were different just because Bayley showed a little more in that match than she did in this match.
Sure.
Because I think this one was more about the almost cash-in that happened.
Yeah.
And I think it gave more of Nia a chance to kind of like be dominant, and then I thought the cash-in was honestly going to happen.
I thought so too.
But we're building that up a little more, it looks like, and then I don't know, it just basically kind of ended with like Nia Jax was like, were you seriously like about to cash in on me? And then she was like, no, I swear. And then she ends up just wrecking Bayley anyways.
Yeah.
And gets the win. I would honestly say in certain ways, I was more into this match than I was the Rhea match. And that might be a crazy take.
That's fair.
But I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get what I expected out of Rhea and Liv. Whereas with Bayley and Nia, I got what I expected. And
that's a good point.
But like, neither were bad. I just enjoyed this one a little more.
Yeah.
But we can talk about Rhea and Liv when we get to it too. I mean, so you thought this was like more or less the same.
Yeah, I thought it was like I went in kind of knowing what to expect. Like Nia was obviously going to be dominant here. Your basic like Nia performance, I guess, where, you know, tossing Bayley around the ring, and Bayley has her little underdog moments where she almost power bombs her, and then she does power bomb her at one point. She did it twice here in this match. And then the Tiffany cash in. So Tiffany came out when Nia got rose planted by Bayley. Tiffany comes out. She's contemplating the cash in. The ref, you know, stands up and let's talk about that ref bump, because that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah, I was gonna say ref bump.
Dude, Jessica Carr sold it real good. She's like, she got like hit down, and so she was in between Bayley and Nia, and then Nia fell onto Jessica Carr.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was out for a hot minute, and then that's when Tiffany came out. She hit Bayley with the briefcase, and then she's like ready to cash in. She's like about to hand it to her. Nia wakes up. She's like, yo, what the fuck? And then Bayley uses that moment to, you know, turn it around a little bit. But then Nia fucking destroys Bayley anyway, and Tiffany was left on the outside of the ring holding on to the briefcase. Just an epic stare down between the two. They've been teasing the Tiffany cash in for like a few weeks, so I was also expecting it too, like you said. I'm surprised it didn't happen, but they're gonna continue to build to that some more, and we're gonna get a Nia Tiffany feud.
Yeah, honestly, like, if I could book it at this point, I think I would book it like having that cash-in situation cost Nia the championship. Like, the cash-in doesn't end up happening, but Bayley like goes over because of it, and then it's like a feud between Nia and Tiffany, and then every time Tiffany tries to cash in on Bayley, like Nia like interrupts or like gets in her way, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Because there was a moment where I thought, oh, maybe like because of this whole mess, Bayley might win it back. You know, and also kind of Bayley could get like a second chance with the championship.
Yeah.
But regardless, good match. I don't know when Tiffany will actually cash in. I don't know if like she'll succeed. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. We shall wait with time.
With time?
Damien versus Finn. What did you think of this?
I thought it was just another reason why you can't tell me that Damien is a bad wrestler.
Agreed.
Like, they made him look so good.
Yeah.
And they really brought out a lot of the like the striker side of him too.
Yeah.
There was like moments where, dude, when Finn came off the top rope and he just clocked him with his elbow.
Yeah.
That fucking sound was insane. There was that. There was that point where Damien did like a roundhouse kick, like a spinning roundhouse kick, and then did a one immediately after that too. Like,
yeah.
You know, showing like how agile he is, and just like, again, he's getting this. It wasn't just like a luck thing with the Money in the Bank thing. They like seriously believe in this guy,
right?
That he is world championship material. He, you know, he hangs with Finn Balor. He can beat Finn Balor, who is a world champion. And yeah, I mean, what more is there to say? They both looked good, but this was Damien's match to win.
Yeah, it was. And that's exactly what happened. At the end here, the end was insane. Finn did 3 coup de grace. So,
yeah, and he didn't stay down.
No, so he hit him once, and then, you know, he went to go get back up, and he coup de grace him 2 more times when he was, well, 1 more time when he was like on his knees, and then he went to go do the 3rd one, and Damien caught him and did the South of Heaven choke slam and got the pin, and it was insane, dude. Like, I don't know, I loved it, and yeah, people that don't like Damien, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
I don't understand what they're not seeing, and yeah, I think it's just I think people just have a certain vision for like what they want their champion. Like, there's to say that he can't wrestle is like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are in the mindset of like the bisexual Undertaker meme, where like they don't take him seriously because of that. And like, I love the bisexual Undertaker meme. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I also think Priest is a good wrestler. You
Yeah.
can do both. It's right up there with the people that think like Gunther is an NPC. And honestly, I think like part of that might be because of they're both of like how they look. Almost like Damien's a little too flashy in some ways with like how he, you know, presents, and he's got this whole rock star look, but
Sure.
then Gunther is like the complete opposite, where he just looks like nobody.
Yeah, like pure
But at the same
wrestler,
time-
like.
At the same time, you have like former world champions, like just off the top of my head, like Brock Lesnar, or Triple H. Like, I don't know. There's so many former world champions that are just dudes with, and I guess they have their gimmicks, but Gunther's gimmick is that he's just a wrestler,
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And he doesn't like all these gimmicky things, and he thinks everyone else is like below him. And then Damien, on the other hand, we've also had champions that are super over the top, flashy looking like him, and it's not even like he's over the top. It's just like he's just like you know, again, he dresses like a rock star is like the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
Like a hair, like he's like in a hair metal band or something.
Right.
But like, we've had Seth Rollins. Did you see his Mania entrance? That shit was
Yeah.
stupid.
Exactly.
Like, and again, I can't like speak to why every single person that doesn't like him, but I could imagine like again, there's no way you can't tell me he can't wrestle.
Right.
I don't know, man. More people need to watch that documentary. That's all I gotta say.
I agree. I think it certainly helped a ton.
Yeah, boost his image.
Rhea versus Liv Morgan. I feel the same way you do about this match. I thought that it was kind of meh. It's not what I was expecting, and honestly, half the time the camera was on Dom, hanging in the hanging in the cage.
Thing is, he didn't like do anything. He just sat there like he was like sitting down.
Yeah,
you know?
We had really good ring work between the both of them, like as expected. But then later on, Dom opens the cage in this like weird moment. He's staring at Rhea, and then he like falls out of the cage and he's hanging by his leg, in a chain. He's hanging there. Rhea's like, hold on, I gotta take a minute. This was a funny moment with the ref cam that they had. So the ref cam came back, and Rhea goes, hold on, I'll take care of Liv in a moment. I gotta take care of this. And he's like, you deserve that. You deserve that. Go ahead. So Rhea grabs a kendo stick and starts beating Dom like a piñata. And then we have the Raquel Rodriguez return, which they've been kind of building up to recently. But something happened where Raquel comes back, takes out Rhea, and then she goes to drag her into the ring and like pull Liv on top of her. But at this point, the ref already called for the bell, which was so strange.
Yeah, I think maybe, I don't know if it was just to be like, see, Liv would have won, or like, honestly, I think it just came down to she she forgot that she caused a DQ.
Yeah, it just played off as like a weird moment on camera. It seemed like clunky.
Yeah, but it was a little like I don't think like this return, like it landed for me, but I
mean,
but
it didn't land for a lot of people in the crowd either. She didn't get much reaction.
She didn't get much reaction, and I think too I don't know. I think people were just kind of confused at what was going on. I'm like stoked for the return though, because she left with some health issues, I think.
Yeah.
A long time ago, and it looks like she's looking a lot better. And there's a lot there too, because Raquel and Rhea have a lot of history in NXT and in life, and so do Liv and Raquel.
Yeah, and we had the Raquel Liv tag team a bit ago.
Yep.
Do you think maybe she didn't get the reaction because there was such a big like gap in time? Because it's been months since last year.
I don't think people forgot about her, if that's what you mean. Like,
not forget about her, but I mean like. Well, I guess that is what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just I was expecting it kind of, so I was like, but I was hyped for it, and like I think they're immediately like involving her in this kind of main event scene.
Yeah.
With these other two, so I think maybe that's just like what they weren't expecting. I don't really know.
So, also, do you think now, since obviously she's aligning with Liv again, is she gonna be like a member of the Judgment Day, like inaugural? You know, they're gonna like inaugurate her into the Judgment Day. What do you think?
I think so. I think that's what's gonna happen. Just because I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do another situation where like with Carlito, where he was just kind of hanging out with them, and then all of a sudden he's part of the group. I think they're just gonna put her in the group.
Yeah.
But and I also don't know like what happens with Judgment Day after this, and Damien Priest said he's gonna, you know, him and Rhea Ripley are kind of gonna go their separate ways and kind of break that connection between them, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not sure. It's gonna be a find out tonight on Raw kind of situation.
Yeah, we shall see what happens. Speaking of Raw, first 2-hour episode since 2012 tonight.
Thank God.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, they really?
Yeah, really?
2012? I thought they've always done 3 hours. For
nah,
some reason. 2012
is when they went to 3 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well,
bye-bye.
Let's hop over to the main event. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline. This match cooked. I thought it was really, really good. Cody and Roman worked together very well. You know, they made it seem like, surprisingly, they didn't really have any turmoil or any like tension between them. They had it started off really slow. They're all four standing in the ring trying to decide who's going to start the match. Cody's like, hey man, I got this. And Roman's like, you sure? And Roman stands out there and he starts off with Solo Sikoa. And then, you know, we had tags back and forth and all this, and eventually Roman faced Jacob, which went so hard. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully at some point, I don't know when, but hopefully at some point we get like a Roman versus Jacob. I think that would go fucking crazy. Yeah, they worked surprisingly well together, and I think where we saw the teamwork come to fruition was towards the very end here, where, you know, chaos kind of happened and they're all fighting each other out, you know, in their own little separate fights, and Cody puts Jacob onto the commentary table to get some revenge, stands up on the turnbuckle, like on the ring post, salutes Roman, and then does his jump. And that's like,
good.
hey man, I got your back. Finish up the match.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. He did that. You know, he took out Jacob so that Roman could get the W, but not by himself. What happened?
Well, we had the Tongans show up. You know, try to odd the evens out a little bit, and then Michael Cole started being like, "Hey, there's some dude in a like a hoodie and a bandana that just showed up in front of us."
Yeah.
And for some reason, my immediate thought was Zillafatu. But I was very wrong. It was Jimmy Uso coming back to get his revenge from 6 months ago. They said that's crazy.
WrestleMania. Yeah.
I know.
Jay speared him off the ramp, and Jimmy died for 6 months.
Yeah, man, time's flying.
Well, and the week after when
when
the Bloodline turned on him and took him out.
But yeah, Jimmy, you know, causing havoc, trying to even the odds a little more for their, you know, their team, and then Roman eventually gets a spear on Solo, right?
Yep.
And then they win the match, and that's kind of that main event. But what's important to note is afterwards, Roman picks up the championship. Cody's kind of limping around, and he's looking at the championship, and he hands it to Cody, and he's still kind of like, I want this back.
Yeah.
There's still that whole thing lingering, and it's kind of like right when you think it's about to end, Cody goes, "Oh yeah, hang on."
I want to dial it back a little bit because I think the other details are important right before this. So what happened before this was Roman is sitting in the ring after the pin. Jimmy staring at him. He's like, "I came back for you, bro." And
oh yeah, I missed an entire part.
A whole segment. Roman stands up. They get the hug. Nice little family moment. They're about to leave the arena. They're walking up the ramp, leaving the ring, and the Bloodline jumps Cody, and they're standing in the entryway. And Jay is like, "We gotta go back, dude. You told him you'd have his back. We gotta go back." Roman looks at him. They nod. They run back to the ring and save Cody. I think that is a really, really important tidbit of information here.
There's still that respect because, you know, they have a common enemy.
Yeah, they have a common enemy, and Roman gave him his word, you know, that he would have his back.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then after that, they have their moment where Roman holds the title, says, you know, this isn't over kind of thing, hands it to Cody, and Cody holds it up, and kind of like right when you think the show's about to end, Dwayne Johnson's music hits, and we have Dwayne, the final boss, Rock Johnson Maivia,
That's him.
out. And he comes out and he's holding the People's Championship. Oh, yup. I like that he's holding that. I think that's so funny because literally, who gave it to him? Like Muhammad Ali's wife?
Yeah.
He didn't win that. What? It's kind of like the modern day FTW championship.
It kind of is. Imagine
it's
there's a match for it at some point.
Oh my god. Oh, important detail. There's a new championship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Triple H came out in the middle of the show, real quick. Triple H came out in the middle of the show and said Crown Jewel's gonna have a Crown Jewel championship every year where the world champions on both the men's and the women's side go head to head.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Survivor Series style match. But now because they stopped doing that because it's War Games now. This is how they do that. And I like this format where like the belt doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
And they do that at the Saudi events every year. They do some kind of like trophy or thing that doesn't Like Undertaker in 2020 won the like two White Waterfall Mountain, whatever the fuck. And you didn't see him like paraded around or anything. Or like the Greatest Royal Rumble, and they did the 50-man and Braun Strowman won.
Yeah.
But it's something similar to that, but now it's like we don't have to dedicate Survivor Series to champion versus champion matches. We can just do this, small little showcase and then actually have some kind of trophy showing that you won.
Yep.
And then Survivor Series can kind of just be all about war games, which I love.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like, speaking of championships that might not necessarily mean anything. He's out with the people's championship or whatever, and then he does 1, 2, 3 with his hands. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. He's saying he's gonna pin him or something.
I don't know. Last time we saw him, he whispered something to Cody, and first he was like, "Hey Cody, mind if I hold that?"
Oh yeah.
He gave him his championship, and then he whispered something to him, and then that was that. And please, just remove Cody from this whole thing. At this point,
Bro, he's stuck in it. They're not removing him.
no,
He's stuck in it.
no.
He is stuck in this story until Roman is gone from the WWE.
Or until someone loses, and that someone is him.
Yeah.
You gotta get. You just.
He is tethered.
It's not helping him. I told you, he's getting cucked. He's getting cucked, and he has since the beginning. Since fucking Royal Rumble. Since The Rock joined TKO board.
That is the consequence of Cody winning at WrestleMania. That's what I say.
And it's interesting, too, because originally, again, that wasn't the plan. They were going to just take his Royal Rumble win away, basically. And now they're like, okay, here's how you'll get your moment, you'll get to win. But now, for a whole year, you have to fight against the same fucking
and get
5
cuffed.
people. Yeah.
Hey, it's what we asked for.
It's what we well, not that part. We wanted him to fucking win the Rumble and rub-a-dub-a-bub-a.
Rub-a-dub-a-dub-a. Yeah, you're right.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Cody in the tub getting fucked.
A couple more important details after the show. WWE relied on the fans for a heel turn. Cody and Kevin Owens were out in the parking lot next to Cody's bus, having a little conversation that turned into an argument that turned into Kevin pushing Cody, Cody pushing him back, and Kevin beating the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Oh my god, yeah. No cameras were on them.
No cameras,
they just made
fans
sure,
watching down. They made sure they had fucking 50 fans looking at this shit so that someone could record it and post it to Twitter. And that is exactly what happened.
Imagine not being on the internet and just being like, wait, what? And like you tune in to SmackDown and you're like, wait, what the fuck?
They're gonna show it on SmackDown.
Yeah.
They're gonna post.
I like it.
Yeah. I love this. I love it. It goes into blurring the lines, you know?
Yeah, and we saw it coming too.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens was bound to turn.
Yeah.
He finally did.
And he did. There's a lot of people saying, oh my god, they should have did this in front of a crowd. I completely disagree. I think this was a really good way to do this.
Well, they never do anything. This is the first time they're doing something like this.
Right.
Where like, and it's new, it's fresh.
And I think, and that's something that has been happening in the Triple H era. We're having new, fresh takes on things, taking risks, and they're working. I loved it. I loved this, and I'm excited to see what happens on SmackDown. Because I'll be there.
If anything, they could just have... if anything, they could just have Kevin Owens show up and do the same thing. But this time, there's no, like, build up to it. It's just him showing up and wrecking Cody.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, it's established, like, right, for sure. Yeah. That's not that hard to do. It's just like, okay, there we go.
I would like to see... You ready for this one? Kevin Owens and Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
No,
I would like to see that.
absolutely not.
Why?
Because Cody needs to get away from that.
He's not gonna accept it.
I'm not going to accept it and then be like, oh, here's this dream booking. This would be great. Like, no. I thought this should be it for Cody. He already was like, I don't want to be in this match, but I guess I will.
He's tethered, and The Rock just came back, which means he's tethered even more.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it okay.
He's tethered even more, bro.
That does not make it like, am I just supposed to accept this terrible fate of Cody?
Yes. Because it's going to be this terrible until he loses the title.
Okay, I guess I'm not going to watch SmackDown then.
No, you have to. I'm going to be there.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'll see you on the TV.
Guys, I'm going to be on TV. I got good seats, and I'm on the hard cam side.
Did you actually get good seats, or like are you going to be like right above hard cam?
No, I think it's going to be like... I think it's going to be hard cam.
You showed me the row. I believe it's like the overlook
Is it right above?
Pretty sure.
Well, it's
usually
the
also
floor.
like hard cam. Oh, it is floor.
It's the floor, and then it's like 2 rows behind the floor.
I don't think hard cam will see you. Buddy.
I think I'll be like just barely on television. I'm gonna say it.
We'll see. Okay.
I'll be in
not
there.
Not to crush your hard cam dreams,
bro. I'll be.
But
in
I was
there.
on hard cam.
I'll be in there for the zoomed out shots.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna. Okay.
Okay. We'll see about that, and you can prove me wrong if you're.
And I'm gonna take a screenshot and I'm gonna post it and say, "Mom, I'm famous on television."
I remember when I went to Raw a couple months ago or last month, whenever it was. I remember.
I was trying to look for you.
I know. I told my mom, I was like, "Hey, I'm on Raw," and she goes, "I'm tuned in right now. I can see you." And I was like, "No, you can't." I was literally like so far away.
I kept looking.
I was like in the 200s.
Yeah. I kept looking, and I was like, "Oh, I think he's up there." Like I was trying to pinpoint it to the picture that you sent me of like which doorway it was over, and I was like, "I think it's this one."
I need to bring a sign next time.
Yeah, you do.
Oh my god, a DTC sign.
Should I make one?
That would be funny. You should.
DTC with my Bill Murray hat and my home team shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, the quintessential Mufussy outfit.
And my cargo pants, don't forget.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
What would you rate this pay-per-view?
I'm gonna rate it... You know what? I'm biased because of Hell in a Cell. That left such a good taste in my mouth. I'm gonna rate it 4.17 Meltzers out of 5.
I was going like low 3s. I was gonna say like 3.32.
That's fine. I just really like Hell in a Cell. And I think the Jimmy return also went really hard, you know?
Yeah, it was all very good. Now, normally I'll do our little 2K simmed DTC in the Continental match.
Yeah.
Before we even record this, but since we're here, should we make it a Hell in a Cell match?
Sure.
Even though like you're gonna win it.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, whenever we do the pay-per-view predictions, I'll sim a match between us on 2K, but I'll just continue to sim it until the right person wins. And there was one time where I was supposed to win and you just kept winning, and I was like, well, fuck, I guess I'll go fuck myself. So yeah,
wasn't there an interference randomly during one of them?
Yeah,
too?
like I think like Seth Rollins came out or something. It was weird. But you stay tuned for the Bad Blood Hell in a Cell DTC in a Continental.
Hell yeah, brother. Should change my music so it doesn't get blocked.
Did it get blocked last time?
Yeah, in certain countries, and it's not eligible for monetization.
Certain countries just can't.
But nor are we.
Yeah, I was gonna.
But future when we get approved.
Hey, if you guys want a future where we get monetized, be sure to like and subscribe.
Hey, that was good. Hell yeah, brother.
Like, subscribe on YouTube. and check out some of our other videos. And also, if you like listening, or if you are listening, I should say, give us a 5-star rating so we can be pushed to more people, because that would be cool too. And we're on TikTok, X, Instagram, the whole kit and caboodle. And you can donate to us on our Ko-Fi.
Link in the description.
Give us money.
Give us money. I just want to thank everybody too. I just recently posted on my Twitter. Every month I post like a monthly check-in on some stats here, and it's crazy to see the growth since the start, and this month was also crazy. We got that AJ and Big Justice follow. We got Ren Sinclair commenting, and we got so many views and subs and shit like that.
A lot of love.
Lots of love, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And with that, I give Bad Blood reaction episode a beep beep.
Okay.
Dropkick the commute, shining bright in the night. Join the conversation.